Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses is just a dynamic duo, two sisters that we came together, and we're just creating safe spaces to talk about sex, sexual health, and wellness.
I'm more of the fun, goofy one who makes people laugh, and she's more serious at times, but she's also very playful, and that's what makes us very unique as business partners.
Fun, but education. So we want, it's easy to sit and lecture about sex. Okay, today we're going to talk about this topic when it comes to sex, but we wanted to bring it in a more fun and inclusive and just sexy environment.
Working with a super producer, Fleek Sauce, and the team has been absolutely incredible. The amount of detail and the effort that you guys put into what you guys do is just extraordinary.
It's working with Fleek Sauce at Marmira Creative feel like it's leveled up our business. Even when we do our podcast and we bring guests on, they are absolutely amazed. Like, this is a great studio to work in. They are amazed at how professional it is. And and also just the learning, the training that we're getting from working with Fleek Sauce and at Marmira Creative is, I just feel like it just leveled us up. That's what I would say.
It takes a team, right? It takes a team to build a vision. And we're just so appreciative for you guys working with us and believing in our dream and believing in our vision. That's it. I mean, I got all cute for that.
This podcast is meant for mature audiences only and contains strong sexual language. Welcome to Sex, Love, and the Black Experience with your hosts, Miss Kiki Love and Miss Nisha B of Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses. We're just two dope sisters who love to talk about sex and give our amazing guests a platform to share their experiences and expertise as it pertains to sex, love, and the Black experience. So let's get started. Right. So welcome to Sex, Love, and the Black Experience podcast with the dynamic sister duo, the Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses. I am Miss Nisha B, and my partner over here is
Miss Kiki Love.
Yeah, so welcome. And in the month of May, we celebrate Masturbation Month.
Yes.
So we felt like it was appropriate to have that conversation. But before we have that conversation with our guests that we're going to have, we always start off with our therapy session. Yes. So Kiki, what you been up to? What's going on? What you need to get off your chest?
I was still sick, still getting over whatever this fucking shit was. So I haven't been outside since 2 weeks ago when we were in the studio. That was the last time I was outside.
Yeah, it's you know what? It's been like that for me. Like yesterday, I was so excited that my husband and I went to the movies.
Right.
We got the membership where you pay monthly and you can see up to 3 movies a week.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the movies. I think the last movie I saw was Creed.
Yeah.
So it's been a few months since I've been to the movie, and we still paying the monthly fee. But it's some really cool movies coming out. So I was like, I never want to cancel it, because I'm like, eventually we're going to start going back, especially when we get back on our budget tip. Right. Since we already had that in the budget. If we can't do nothing else, we can go to the movies.
Right. Right. That part. No, but I've been just
sorry
working.
You're sick. It's my fault.
It was just, I've been working my regular 9 to 5. Yes, I have a regular 9 to 5, and just working, just, getting on that. And then Getting shit together because we have a lot of events coming up in the month of June. So we have some really cool events coming up. Me doing some solo stuff per usual, and then we have some things going on as well. So some really cool things for the month of June. I'm excited about. Yeah, getting those things together. It's gonna be really, really, really cool. And then we're also ramping up for our trip in September, which I'm excited about. Going back to Atlanta for the Bedroom Candy, going back to the ATL for the Bedroom Candy Conference, which we're super, super excited about. Can't wait. Can't wait to see what our corporate, people have and what they have in store, because they haven't told us shit.
Yeah, well, I know on the last event, right, the meeting I went to, Suki said she been, she been in the, in the lab working up on some cool stuff. And they rolled out, I think today they rolled out some new products. So, really excited about that. And then, because it being Masturbation Month, you know what I'm saying?
And we got mental health month.
It's also Mental Health Month. Yes. But that's what I was just about to say too, because for me, when I get sick, I fall in this depression.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you experience that? Like being home? You more home. You like being at home.
Yeah, I'm a homebody.
See, I don't.
See, people think I be outside. I don't be outside. Niggas, I don't be outside like that. Unless it has something to do with what we got going on or me doing Bedroom Candy solo stuff. Like, I be in the house. I'm such a homebody. So for me, like, this was just like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it was like prison. So for me, being stuck in the house sick, and then for me, in addition to being sick, like with the congestion and the cold and all of that stuff, then I started getting physically attacked.
Yeah.
So I had, I get cysts on a regular. I have a condition called hidradenitis suppurativa, which gives you like different cysts, and like typically they come in areas where like under your arms, under your breasts, like and stuff like that. And because of that, you get the cysts, they come to the head, and then they leave scars. And so I'm like really self-conscious about those things. And I'm, it takes me back to what Renelle said about self-maintenance as opposed to self-care. So that's what I'm working on. So during this journey, like I was depressed. I felt like I was stuck in the house. It just started bringing on these thoughts and stuff. And I'm a social creature. I like to get out. I like to do stuff. So, but during this time I couldn't.
Right.
And, but what it did do was give me a wake up call. Cause I also got a call from family members about other family members not doing well, healthy. So I felt like it was like a wake up call for me. So I started walking. Mm-hmm. And it's not much. Like I just walk around the block a couple times, working on the steps, about to change some of my eating habits. Now I don't eat past 7. So I'm trying to make like little changes, and I feel just a little bit better. Yeah. Even like my mindset is a little bit better in terms of the thoughts that I was having while I was sick, because you're just stuck, caught in your thoughts, right? So you just laying in the bed, you can't do nothing, and then you feel guilty because you're not doing what you want to do. Like you got a long list of shit you got to do and you can't do it. And so I just had to really, I had posted on Facebook, like I had to give myself some grace. Yeah. Like, look, you're sick. Your body is telling you to sit your ass down and heal. Yeah. But it was hard for me in here mentally, because I felt like I could have been doing this. I didn't get this done. And then I kind of, slacked on this and such and such and such a thing. But I really had to forgive myself and just say, you know what? Your body was just telling you to heal. And that was hard. Mm-hmm. But I am an optimist, so I am feeling a lot better about, the outlook for the rest of this year, because to me, that was just never again.
Yeah. It's hard. Like, being sick and you don't know what to do. Like you just like overwhelmed. You feeling overwhelmed.
But I still masturbated though.
I did too, nigga.
I touched myself because me and my husband, I was all sick. Like you don't feel sexy when you sick, so you don't want your husband touch. You know, you be like, I'm sick and I got all these issues. Don't touch me, right? And I'm taking antibiotics and all these different things. So, but I did. I was like, you know what? I need, and it does help with pain. You know, we talked about the benefits of it because I was in like extreme pain on my side. Like it hurt to walk to the bathroom because my whole side of my body was inflamed. And, but touching myself did make me feel better.
Well, that's always good. You know, I did a little reel the other day. I don't know if you saw it. And cause I'm really goofy on social media, y'all. So I did this reel, and it's for Masturbation Month, and I wanted to share it. Hold on. Cause I was like, this is just, you know, a part of my everyday.
You silly. We're gonna have to put it up. I don't know if anybody can really see it.
Right.
And you using the
I'm using the mic drop.
The mic drop, which is our vibrating wand.
So I'm using this as my microphone to let people know it's okay. It is all right. Just say yes to the orgasm. Just say yes to masturbation. Just say yes.
It did make me feel good. Like during those times of depression, it's like, okay, you know what? I'll touch myself. Especially too, because my husband and I, we do have a healthy sex life.
Yes.
But when you sick, y'all don't. He was sick first.
Right.
Then I got sick.
Yeah.
And it was like, y'all, you too sick to even think about doing anything. Right. So, but I did pleasure myself, and I felt good about it.
Well, that's always a good thing. And, you know, in the comments, people are like, what is that toy? What is that? I'm like, it's mic drop. Go on and get you one. It's $99. And then somebody, because I tagged our Instagram in that post, and somebody that been following us, he had went in our DMs and was like, how much is that toy? And I was like, it's $99. He was like, for an orgasm, $100 for an orgasm. I said, listen, it's a lifetime of pleasure, pimp. So you gonna get with it and pay the extra, okay? And stop fucking around, because when you fuck around, you gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? Getting your toys from Wish, or getting your toys from over there. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, what I typically do.
Quit getting your toys from Amazon, ho, is what I'm trying to tell you. Stop.
What I typically do is, like, I like to give people multiple ways to use something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And multiple benefits of it.
Yeah.
And then you know, for me, then like when I sold Tupperware.
Yeah.
I used to tell people, like, you could use it like this, you could do it for this, you could do it for this. Now you know, did you really pay for just a bowl? Look at all the shit you could do and how it's gonna help you and how it's gonna save it, like the feature benefit.
Right.
But typically when you give that, then people, you know, typically are like, oh, okay, it's worth my money because I'm not just going to use it for this, or I only think it's just for masturbating, or, you know, they don't think about how it even that wine can be used in so many different ways, not just for you, but just with partners, for semen retention, all those different things that you can use it for, that, you know, then people think, oh, well, damn, it's worth that. You know what I'm saying? It's worth that money.
It's absolutely worth it. It's an investment in you. And that's what I try to get people to understand. Like, think of it like this. When you're buying, you know, toys, right? And you're paying, you know, for quality. You're paying for the quality of the toy, right? Because when you're buying these cheap ass, this cheap ass shit, your coochie might fall off, sis. So, You know, I'm just keeping it a buck stack with you.
Right.
So
you just have to be careful, right?
You know,
what you put in and on your body. Yeah.
You know, because they ask us all the time, do you sell the... No, ho, we don't sell the rolls, ho. Don't ask us about no rolls. We don't got it. We don't sell it. And we don't support it.
Right. Well, you know, like we talked about, there's different categories of sex toys. And so again, we're not going to sell everything.
Right.
We are going to pick and curate specific products that are you know, that fit all the different categories. So if you're looking for that category, is a clit sucking toy, right?
Right.
So we do have a clit sucking toy that, you know, it may not be in the shape of a rose, but it also has, you know, it's very powerful. It has a 2-year warranty and it's easy to clean and it's ergonomic. So there's certain things
in our duo
that
in our duo, because we have 3 different types of womanizers in our collection at Bedroom Candy. And the duo is 5-year warranty. What toy company is giving you a 5-year warranty on a toy? Nobody I know. So these are the types of things that, you know, when we talk about masturbation, we have to talk about the totality of not only just not only your toys, but how long they're going to last and how they're going to, you know,
sustain you. Right.
You know,
it's the same thing like if you buy these pots and pans versus the cheap pots and pans. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just need something to get you through for a minute, okay. But if you want something that, if you're investing in yourself and your pleasure and your body, then you want the best of the best. And that's just really what it is. Okay.
But you know, niggas is cheap out here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is cheap. You know what I'm talking about? They be watching their little pocketbook. But I be like, okay. But I be like, oh, but you got that Louis on, you got that Gucci on, you got that Prada on.
But it just comes back to
and Bedroom Candy is the only Black-owned sex toy company. I need people to understand that we're the only Black sex toy company in the nation. Sex toy makers, people need to understand that this industry is dominated by white men. White men make our sex toys. Like mic drop, bam. Like literally, like if you go to the sex toy convention, I was having this thought this morning. White men are our engineers for our sex toys. Like we literally, Candy Burris literally is the only Black woman in this industry making and operating sex toys. That is my, in the year 2023 of our Lord. She's the only one. Like we still we haven't hit numbers to where like Black people are not inventing and creating sex toys. Well, again, the margins, right? You have to think about the margins of where we're at as a, you know, and how can we get into those industries, right? So, yeah, we're not in those industries. So when we're talking about the totality of masturbation, we need Black inventors.
In all areas, including the sex industry. Absolutely.
It's frustrating because I just be like, really, she's the only person? That's crazy to me. That's wild to me. And this business has only been around for 10 years. Think about what you were doing 10 years ago. That's
masturbate.
Wild. Right. But with what shit where you was masturbating to, friend?
10 years ago, I wasn't into, at that time, I wasn't into toys.
So you was masturbating with your fingers?
With my hands. I didn't know. Again, part of the reason why I do what I do now is because of my own personal journey. You know what I'm saying? Like I was kind of prudish when it came to sex and sexuality, and was under the false pretense that Black people didn't do this and Black people don't do this and Black people not supposed to do this and or that's perverted or all these different things.
Right.
And it wasn't until I came into my own personal journey around sex toys and sexuality and all of those different things that I, you know, so during that time, 10 years ago, which I was in my late 30s,
Yeah.
I was still a prude. It wasn't until my 40s was my liberation. And I'm looking forward to my 50s.
Yeah, because somebody got a birthday coming up, nigga.
Pew, pew, pew. I'm going to be 50.
Yeah. Somebody
It's still going to be freaky.
Yeah. Somebody got a birthday coming up soon. Somebody got a birthday coming up.
Yeah.
But we just want to shout out again Kandi Burruss, and her willingness to just be outside the box, because we know like the steps, because I watched literally the steps of her starting this business, right? And people laughing at her for wanting to do this business, right? But the sex toy industry is literally $1 billion industry. People don't understand that, right? And they laughed at her. And now look at her. She running to the bank. You know what I'm saying? 10 years later. So we just want to say thank you, boss lady, for being the first. Mm-hmm. But not the only. Mm-hmm. Not the only, but
well, I thank Bedroom Candy for helping me to just you know, for the education.
Yes.
For the empowerment.
Yes.
And for and the ability to just empower others.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have been able to be here, me and you. We would have never even met each other had not been for Bedroom Candy. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it had not been for Bedroom Candy and all the many things, we wouldn't be able to be not only bosses in our own right, but bosses in our own company. We started our company because of Bedroom Candy. Right.
Well, and then having that passion to educate our people.
Yeah.
Around sex and sexuality, and create safe spaces for our people to be able to discuss it. So, you know, we also are talking about some things that we want to roll out because, again, education is key to us. So, you know, we love this platform to interview people and to talk freely and have a great time. But we also want to get back on focusing on discussing specific topics as it relates to our people and sex and sexuality. So be on the lookout for that as well.
Yeah, because we got some hot shit coming y'all's way. Like I said, in June, we have a few things coming up in June. We have our Freaky Mansion party, Freaknik party with D. Murray. D. Murray is a promoter out here in Phoenix, and he's doing a Freaknik Mansion party. We are excited about that, being vendors for that. Then we have our own event, June 10th, which is the Dungeon Naughty Bingo, which we are excited about.
Yes. So get your tickets at omgoddesses.com under events.
Yes.
And
the website is working, y'all. For those who've been DMing us about the website is
I don't know what was up with that.
Right. I was like, down. Listen.
Like, we pay all this money, our website better be working, but we got it up and running. Yes. It just took a minute technically to get it back up and running.
We apologize.
But get your go ahead and get your tickets.
Yes.
And I already got my freaky ass outfit.
I already know, nigga. Like, you got some stuff. Listen, we got some shit for your ass, June 10th. And this, again, is our Naughty Bingo dungeon style.
Right. So you get a chance to play bingo.
Yes.
But you get to, you know, win some freaky ass prizes, right? Yes. And we also do a little education.
Yes,
we do a little, you know, we'll have a few vendors there. So definitely come and have a good time with us.
You don't want to miss out on that, because, like I said, there's going to be liquor. There's going to be food. Shout outs to LaToya Stacks. You know what I'm saying? With the fried chicken wings and the egg roll delights and all the shit that she be doing, whipping it up in that kitchen. You know what I'm talking about? So June 10th is our Naughty Bingo. And then, oh yeah, so Mr. Bowtie, shout outs to Mr. Bowtie, because he's having the largest Desert Splash event that I will be at vendoring for Desert Splash. And that's a 4-day, 5-night event. Yeah, starting June 22nd and ending the 25th. Yeah, so I will be there in the building. So if you're looking for your sexy toys, I will be in the motherfucking building for that shit. I'm excited. I always do Desert Splash, so I'm excited about Desert Splash. And of course, we will be promoting the Melanated Sex Expo coming up in February, as always, because people are asking, when are the tickets, nigga?
Yeah, we'll be working on all that. We'll get that out soon.
Yeah.
We know when we do tickets early, Black folks don't buy shit early, so we ain't even gonna go there. I don't know why people be asking and then they don't buy, because they wait till the last minute to buy tickets. But that's a whole nother thing. We're gonna take a break, and we'll be back with our guests, and we're gonna talk about one of our favorite topics, masturbation.
Ooh.
Want to keep in touch with us and what we have going on? Visit our website at omgoddesses.com and join our VIP list. Check out our upcoming events. Need to add to your spicy bag? Well, click on Shop Bedroom Candy for the top of the line bath and body products, makeup, and bedroom accessories. Consider booking us for a fun, sexy, and educational show with your circle. We won't disappoint.
Fumble a bag, now I will not fumble a bag. Fumble a bag, now I will not fumble a bag. Act like you know how this goes.
So we are back on Sex, Love, and the Black Experience podcast, and we have a special guest on. So I am going to put the camera on you. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sweetie.
Hi, I'm Joshlyn. It is nice to meet both of you.
Yes.
Ruben sent the message. I said, "Oh, this is what I talk about all the time on TikTok, on my platform." So yeah,
so it's just natural for you.
Exactly. Hey. I'm excited. So for me, my journey started after I got divorced. I had my uterus removed. Sex wasn't an issue for me because I was always constantly bleeding, ended up having cancer, having to have my uterus removed. So after that, getting back into the swing of things, not knowing how my body was going to work and all of that. And so we started this journey, and yeah, so I'm here for it.
So I've had a hysterectomy. Did you feel at first like I guess for me, I was scared before it because I was wondering like, am I going, everybody, you all heard the stories, you're going to be dry, you ain't going to be wet, you ain't going to have to wop, all these things. I was scared.
Yes. I was nervous even the first time after because I was like, you could tell your cuff. And that's the thing that they tell you, well, be careful so you don't tear your cuff. And I'm like, bro, what does that mean? How far? Like what?
Right, you gotta like look for average size dicks. Exactly. Like you can't have no big dicks. What the fuck?
Exactly. And then there was like, some people, because they shrink down so small, they got to use a little wand toy thing that they give you at the hospital. I mean, not that you can't go buy a vibrator, but they have to use it to stretch out their cuff. And I'm like, I don't want to have to do all of that. What the hell? Like,
did you have to? Did you?
No,
I didn't either.
I didn't need none of that. The only problem I had was using the restroom. Like everything tightened up once my uterus was gone, so I had that issue. But other than that, sex, my main concern was being dry. I was like, I didn't need to have.
Right. But
who
we
wants
have
dry
lube
coochie?
for that. So, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know, I didn't understand, you know, at that time I wasn't
They
thinking
don't
about
explain
that.
it to you.
But
They like, look, you need to get this done because this cancer is
right,
growing.
right.
So
And you have to do what's best for your body.
Absolutely.
But, you know, we over here thinking like, am I still going to be getting that groove back? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I was like, listen, I can't be having no dry coochie. Like,
Yeah.
I want to get it popping anytime I want to. And we ain't got the lube today. So, yeah.
Oh, see, I don't be without lube no more now. I don't fuck around. Because you fuck around and find out. But see, what's crazy about that, you could be in the mood and you know what I'm saying, and you're not lubed properly. That's painful. I don't have time for that.
Right.
So now lube is my friends, like keep it in the purse, in the bag, keep it by the side of the bed, in the drawers, somewhere. Always have some lube.
Absolutely.
Even if you got the WAP, because anything can happen. You on antibiotics, you sick, anything happen. Yep. Keep the lube by
Absolutely. You. Always do. Got to keep the back.
I tell these hoes out here, right? I tell them all the time, listen, you might have the white WAP 2000, right? With the Gucci twist, right? But something gonna happen in them little 15 minutes that you having that little with your man sandwich, you know what I'm talking about? And then your coochie become dry than the Sahara Desert, hoe. You know what I'm talking about? So get the damn lube and stop
I got my
playing.
husband trained.
Listen,
He be like, where the lube at, babe? Like, he trained. Like, he already know. Since he been with me, he done learned about lube.
Listen, the man sandwich I already know. Run the lube, nigga. Don't even play no games, okay? Don't even play no games. And I still have all my parts intact. So I'm here with all my parts intact. So for me, I use lube. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting older and I need help. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I be like, bae.
Or sometimes, to be honest with you, like you said, women, it take us a little bit longer and sometimes your partner be ready to go.
87, you got to let that thing warm up a little bit.
I know, but they be ready to go. So I'm like, you ready to go and I'm not already all the way there yet, then we need some lube.
I tell them, get the combo plate. You know what I'm talking about? Get the combo plate. My combo plate is 3 squirts of the CBD lube and 2 squirts of the silk natural. Go on it.
Which is water based. That's like 80-something% water based, and then but it also has silicone in it. Yep. So it's like the perfect combination, and because it has a small amount of silicone in it, it's still safe with some some sex toys, but not all, because you're not supposed to use silicone on silicone. It breaks it down, and you don't want to use oil. The cool thing about our lube is that it's water based, and when we tell people that, they be like, what? Because most CBD lubes are oil based, and if that's the case, then you can use that with condoms, you know. And if you out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying, you want to protect yourself. So
and get you the best condoms on the market. B condoms, shout them out. Boom. Period. I keep like 3 or 4 boxes.
Yeah, black owned condom company.
Period. Period.
Black owned.
We don't even play around.
And if you not, and follow them too, because they have great educational.
Oh my God, they're amazing.
They do a lot of different. They'll do like 7 tips for this and 6 tips for this on different topics. Okay. And it's just the letter B and then condoms.
Yes. Shout outs to Jason, the CEO of B Condoms. We love you and we support you.
Yeah.
And all that you're doing. So
yeah, and he was also B Condoms was a sponsor. They were a sponsor of our Melanated Sex Expo. Yay.
I'm so mad I found out after the fact.
That's okay. We having another one, so you can come to the next one. It's gonna get bigger and better. That's the goal. Absolutely. But so our topic today is masturbation. Shout out to masturbation, y'all.
Put some hand claps in there too for that.
Oh, which one? Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Since it involves your hands, use your hands.
Absolutely. I had another reel that I posted about, and it was hilarious. It was about what age did you masturbate? And hold on.
Don't play it because we'll have to put it up.
No, I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up in post. But
because I'm like,
yeah, we gonna put it up in post. But I remember the first time that I masturbated, and I was 6 years old, and I was in the tub and had the rotor running. You see where I'm going with that? Had them legs open and had that water just running on that cat. You know what I'm talking about? And that was the first time that I masturbated. I was in the bath while the water was running.
Did you feel like it was something wrong?
No.
Or were you okay?
No, I didn't.
Nobody didn't catch you or be like, "What you doing?"
No,
or nothing like that. Okay.
No. Nobody.
Because that's what they make it like it's wrong.
Yeah,
right?
like nobody, like, you know, told me anything, because I kept it to myself because I was the only girl of a house full of boys. So me taking a bath, nobody was clocking that. You know what I'm saying? So, and nobody knew what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew anything about what I was doing.
Was it a mistake? Like, did you just happen to, you was up there and it just rolled on? You was like, wait, this feel good? Or did you purposely do it? Like, how did that occur? How did it even happen?
I just remember running the bath water and me being the curious nigga that I am. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm that nigga. I was just like, let me see. So like I said, I was floating in the tub and I had the legs up and it just felt good to me. I was like, oh, this feels good. I like that. I like this feeling. I want to keep doing that feeling. So I kept doing that feeling, and that feeling felt amazing.
I don't even remember the first time I masturbated. Do you?
Funny enough, as she was bringing it up, I was like, damn, okay. But yes, I do. Way back when they used to chip or like jailbreak the damn cable box way back when, and then they had the little sex channel on HBO.
Yes, Real Sex.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
shout out
part.
to Real Sex.
Okay,
Yes, that was,
part.
listen, I feel like that was everybody's like first, a lot of people say that was their first introduction
Red Shoe
to
Diaries.
sex.
Red Shoe Diaries on Showtime. Yeah, I'm a nasty nigga. With David Duchovny, because he used to read the stories. It was like Zane for white people, if you will, right? So he would read out the stories, and you know, it was just sex, and so that's how I, started. Like, it was, Real Sex on HBO, Cab Confessions on HBO, Red Shoe Diaries on Showtime. Those things that were like after hours. Oh yeah, I was sneaking.
That part. I had the
sneaking.
TV on, volume
Yeah,
off, all
yeah,
that shit
real
was happening.
Yeah,
Had the
yeah.
subtitles.
Man.
Yeah. And so you were watching it.
Yeah, and I was like, let me try that. She did what now?
Yeah.
Bad. Yep, I was probably about 10.
Oh wow, I was younger than that.
Yeah,
When I was watching, I'm a nasty nigga. I was watching.
I'm older than y'all,
up
so I
in
think
a-
I was
a
grown
whole
when those
Christian
came out.
household, and we was at church every day.
Oh yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Choir rehearsal on Monday, Wednesday night Bible study, Tuesday was the kids, something.
Right.
Friday we fed the homeless, Saturday night service. All of that.
Did you have the junior Bible school?
Yep.
Yeah. We had the junior Bible
Vacation
school.
Bible school.
Choir junior.
This
the
conference
youth
and
choir.
that conference.
Listen.
See, I didn't grow up in the church. I was a Buddhist. My mother introduced.
God bless your heart.
Yeah, my mother introduced.
The stars for me.
Yeah, so when I was
Christian
under
scars for me.
when I was under 10, we only went to church on Easter. Because so we could dress up. Yeah, that's the only time.
That's when I hated going to church.
Yeah.
All them extra people.
Right, the people who
don't
only come on those days.
Exactly.
Well, we was one of them, and I remember it was this little church we used to go to, and then my mother was introduced to Buddhism. The Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, and from 10 up until age like 23, 24, I was Buddhist.
Yeah, no.
But we did stuff. We had to go to our meetings and chant and pray.
No.
I was in Kotekitai and played the piccolo. I was pretending like I did.
No.
And we had women's division, men's division. We did that, but we didn't. I didn't go to church every day.
No, we did church every day. You mean every day? Every day.
Every day.
But I was told all through my school year, all through my life, I was going to hell. By all the
the trauma.
Yeah, the preacher kids told me I was going to hell all the damn time just because I said I was Buddhist. I did a book report or something one time in class about being Buddhist, and the preacher's kid, who was the wildest kid in the class, told me I was going to hell.
Yeah.
I was like, and I wasn't doing nothing. No, wait a minute.
That's because the church folks, that is... Fire and brimstone is everything.
Right.
But a lot of churches don't teach that now.
Now they don't know because
they skip Revelations and all them.
Oh, yeah. But like, I've been called, like for masturbation, like been told
it's a sin.
It's demonic. It's, casting the devils out, like all types of stuff. Like literally, like if going to the youth, vacation type of, you know what I'm talking about, sis. And going to those things, and then, they would pray over you and lay hands on you, and then you would literally I would literally vomit out. No, seriously, they would have you up in there.
Casting all your demons out.
Yeah. And they'd be like, oh, you been out here touching your cat. Come on now. Yeah, they're embarrassing
and
you.
your parents gonna tell you everything.
Right. So I'm telling you this, black church. The black church.
The black community in general, because the one thing about us is if you do one thing, your mama or your daddy gonna tell your uncle, your auntie, your cousin, everybody finna be looking at you crazy because you doing something that's out of the ordinary or that's taboo in the black community, even though traditionally, if watching TV, they always portray us as the most sexual victim.
Well, we've been sexualized since
slavery. Exactly.
Right. But that's the reason why the black community pushes away from it, because they know that we've been sexualized. But the thing about it is there has to be a balance. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's like you're not a demon because you're loving yourself and you're getting to know yourself. Right. And there's too many health benefits of masturbation for it. And then why, if it's all these health benefits, then why is it so demonized? You know what I'm saying? Something natural that you can do instead of popping a whole bunch of damn pills that you can, masturbation helps with cramps.
That we want to do becomes demonized when other communities do it. It's fine.
Right. It's liberating.
Exactly. Oh yeah, you're fine.
But do you feel like it's us that's doing it? Like we put ourselves in a box about
again, from slavery, we've been conditioned because if you have sex with a white man, it's because master been raping us for and so these are the things that we grow up with, not only in our society but even in the black church. Like it becomes taboo. What's the first thing a black man told? Don't bring no white girl to my house.
Yeah.
So it depending on what the
I don't
situation,
think they got the memo here in Phoenix though. But go ahead, we gonna finish.
Right, exactly. But I mean that's just how it is. It's we've been conditioned for so long about so many different things that
or stuff is white people shit, right?
Yeah,
yes.
all the time.
You into BDSM? That's white people shit.
Yes.
Right.
You like to be choked? That's white people shit. You want to be spanked? That's white people shit.
Exactly. Because again, traditionally, white folks have become the demons of our life from slavery. Master did this to us, and then we continued on with that. Yes, there were some things that were passed down to protect ourselves as far as our braids and things of that nature. But at the same time, some of us embraced that life that Master had for us. And so we carried it on. It's generational
curses. It's generational.
Absolutely.
And, unfortunately, and we talk about this all the time on the show, I tell people this all the time. I'm like, listen, we have to start breaking these generational curses because these generational curses are going to kill us. Yeah. They're going to kill us.
And it's hard as fuck,
and it's
too,
hard
but
as
it's tough.
fuck to get rid of these
But
curses.
right, but I think some of these standards that we put them on ourselves because I mean, how many times have you been the only black person in certain situations and your parents tell you, don't let black people, don't do this in front of white folks. Don't be like this in front of white. You can't, you have to represent the black community at all times. And you can't be you can't be yourself.
You're a representation of me when you walk out this house.
Right.
Like, literally.
I literally got that from the time I was knee high to a grasshopper till now. I'm 38 years old. And I would still, my mama would be like, you're a representation of me. And I never got that until I was grown. Until I finally realized, I'm like, these are like the things that we literally like pass down. And this is trauma that we are passing down to our children.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, but is it healthy, like, to tell to say that masturbation, right, is of the devil or that it's wrong, and we don't look at the physiological benefits of it?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Let's look at it
read.
from a science
Niggas don't read,
perspective.
friend. Niggas don't
That
read.
part.
Like we talk about that all the time. Niggas don't read. So when we're talking about the benefits, the health benefits of masturbation, right? And we tell them, yo, like, this is science, my nigga. Like, this is literal science. And they're like, nah, that's nah, you out here wilding, like, and I'm telling you all the benefits, all, like, you can literally heal yourself, like, you can heal yourself with all of this negative bullshit by just doing XYZ.
Even just the stress
drinking
relief
water.
factor.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Releasing the dopamine and it and the stress. Also, let's talk about the benefits of, like, if you have menstrual cramps, you can masturbate, or you're in pain, you can masturbate. When you talk about the stress,
Right.
I told you when we were talking during my depression.
Yeah.
One, I couldn't be intimate with my husband because I was sick and I didn't
Right.
want to be touched. But I touched myself just to make myself feel better.
Right.
Listen, I had gallbladder surgery in March, and the week after I got home, baby, I was about to bust that thing wide open, stitches and all.
Wow.
Cause I'll be damned.
Yeah.
And people was
It's
like,
important.
Ja, you about to bust some stitches? Okay, they just gonna be bust today. Cause listen,
It's important. It's important that and I, cause like I said, and I tell this story all the time of how I got started in this industry, how I got started being a sex educator was through my grandmother. My grandmother and I and my great aunt, who was her older sister, were having a conversation about intimacy, and they've had children, they've had husbands, the whole nine bit. And a 68-year-old and a 71-year-old at that time had never had an orgasm. They didn't know what masturbation was. I had to explain to them what it was. And so it brought me to tears.
yeah.
It literally brought me to tears because I'm just like, you've never experienced that. You've never had that experience where you've never had an orgasm. You've never pleasured yourself. I'd be goddamned if I lived on this planet 71 years and never experienced an orgasm.
You ain't lying. Cause listen,
That is just trash. You've had kids, you've had husbands.
But you got to remember too is that even when we talk about the sexual experience, it's always been about the male.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the pleasure for the male. So you run into a lot of women who have sex or who have been sexually abused and have gotten married and had children and had sex, but they never understood that they were also supposed to have pleasure themselves.
Because they probably been taught.
Because they don't touch themselves too,
Right.
they don't even know what makes them feel good
Right.
because they always focus on, as long as he come and he get it, then I'm good.
They've probably been taught that sex is just for procreation, and a
Well,
lot
of course,
of the
'cause
time
even in
that's
sex
what
education in
that's
school,
what
they don't
right.
tell you
Well,
that.
that's what a lot of
Not even just
people
that,
in the
it's for the
church-
pleasure of the man. It's not even
Right.
just the procreation. It's
Right.
because they know that the husband is getting pleasure out of
Right.
it, but they are
that-
not.
But that's what I'm saying though, because a lot of the times, like those type of women that have been trained like that have work, saying being in the church and all of that kind of stuff. We had a conversation with my friend. I was 15. And it was a bunch of us, you know, teenage girls, and we had a conversation about, you know, sex. And it was so like awkward and weird because they made it feel like sex was this thing to where you only had to be married. And I raised, and again, because I'm that nigga.
Trauma.
Right. And I'm like, well, what if God doesn't design you to have a partner? Everybody stopped in the room. Everybody stopped in the room. I'm like, but what if God doesn't bless me with a husband? Everybody got quiet. So I'm like, I'm just supposed to live on this earth orgasm free? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. If that's what it's for, and that's what you're saying to me, right? That's what you're proclaiming, is that sex is only for marriage. Well, what if God designed me not to be married, and I wasn't supposed to be married? Then what am I supposed to do?
I'll be miserable, and I ain't doing that. But here's my question, because marriage isn't for everybody,
right?
But here's my question to y'all: what has masturbation, like, what has it done for you? Like, what do you feel like the benefit of it in your life?
Go ahead, friend. Talk about it.
Man,
gives you tingles.
It does, because it is such a stress reliever for me. Even when I'm bored, I'm like, you know what? I might go ahead and do a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, we love a good razzle dazzle.
Yes, of course. But it is refreshing for me. It gives me energy. If I'm one of the mornings where I just don't want to get up, and I'm like, you know what? Let me
put a little pep in my step.
Exactly. Let me go ahead and put this pep in my step real quick. And I'm like, all right, bet. All right, let's go. Let's get in the shower. Let's roll with the rest of the day. We ready to go. But it has been, especially after going through years of bleeding, having PCOS, and then having to have a hysterectomy, just not really finding that space, even when I was married, because I was always bleeding. And so to be like, okay, now that I don't have to deal with all of that, I'm ready to go anytime, anywhere. Ooh. It is what it is.
Yes.
I mean, if I'm bored in a car and I'm sitting too long,
I know I like not having a period anymore. I ain't even gonna lie. My husband be like,
never wear white.
He be like, anytime. Right, I wear white whenever. Exactly. I don't have to worry. I'll be like, and then I love to swim, even though like I don't swim on my period, just put a tampon on, right? But I don't have to worry about none of that though. And I bled so heavy that I used to be embarrassed. I'd be at work fucking up chairs. Like I'd bleed all over the chair, and I'd have to leave.
Trash bag on my chair.
I'd have to go home, be like, I gotta go. I had an accident. It was so embarrassing.
In my desk, in the car, like
it's horrible.
My mom still hasn't had hers, and she's got fibroids, so she's still bleeding. I'm like, girl, go. I will call my OBGYN for you and have him schedule this.
And I know that there's a lot of controversy around, like, so many Black women are getting hysterectomies, and that's the thing that they always. But for me, like, I ain't looked back. The only thing is that I didn't know this, that when you get a hysterectomy, it expands your stomach. So I did notice that, like, my stomach, you know, is like, damn, I can't. It's harder to.
Because them extra hormones.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a stomach because I like to eat. Right. Bitch like to eat, okay? Definitely. And if you don't like this, then I'm good. My husband, he grab on my stomach and be like, shit, baby, give me that stomach.
Let's go get some tacos.
But I didn't know that, because you know your uterus is gone. It makes room for your stomach to be able to expand.
So much room. I done had gallbladder removed, appendix removed, 80% of my stomach removed because I did have weight loss surgery before I had my hysterectomy, and now my hysterectomy. So yeah, all of that.
You got a lot of space.
It's a whole lot of extra space in there.
Yeah. Okay. Any other benefits of masturbation for you?
Oh my God, there's so many. Man, I could go all day about masturbating because
with me, it relaxes me. You know what I'm saying? Like it puts me to sleep. It's like my night juice. So once my mama go to bed, you know what I'm saying? I know she be real good in sleep. That mic drop come on. Knockout. Yeah, because I'm cold 10 after that. Yeah, because it puts me
you
to
do get
sleep.
some really good sleep. Like I sleep really, really good. And even sometimes like because I wake up in spurts.
Yeah.
And I find sometimes when I masturbate, I sleep for longer periods of time. I still wake up periodically, maybe like 4 a.m. I went to bed at 10, but that's a good 6 hours, that I got. And then I wake up and then I take my ass right back to sleep. What I love is that it taught me what feels good to me.
Right.
Like I know what part of the clitoris or where I like to be touched down on my vulva, my vagina, how I like it. So that when my partner came along, my husband came along, I'd be like, okay, right there. That's my spot right there. You know what I'm saying?
It's amazing to be able to do that because it's like, if you know your body, then it's easier to teach somebody else. Because I can get me there in an instant. I'm good in 5 minutes. Like this. Yeah. Whereas you finna be, sir.
Right.
You be all down there. Like,
right. And that's why it's important to me, I think, with you and your partner to masturbate together.
Yes.
Like y'all sit and like, okay, oh, that's how you like it stroked. That's how you like it right there. This your little spot right there. Because everybody, is different.
Right.
And so then if I see how you can please you, then I can, please you. And, and not all partners are the same. And so you come in with a new partner with that same bullshit that you did with the last one. Right. It might have worked for them and got them off and everything and made your ego amazing and fabulous. Right. And then you over here wondering why the shit don't work with this person, because this is a new person that you have to get to know.
I'm not the same as Tonisha, nigga. Yeah, don't do that to me.
I'm gonna be looking at you for like forever. Is you done yet?
Right. But that's why, and so for me, that's why I think masturbation is amazing. It's also good for your pelvic floor muscles for men and for women, because there's a saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. I've run into women who their children are grown and they have not been in a relationship in 25 years and they haven't masturbated or did nothing.
Terrible.
And I'm like, here's some lube and here's a toy. Get at it. And literally, and a lot of them, and they have pain down there. I've heard I've had pain. It hurts now if I try to touch myself. And so it's like having those conversations about, a lot of times I'll, talk about the CBD lube, because that relaxes you. The CBD automatically relaxes you, which is amazing. And and also when you have intercourse, on your partner feels it too. Like they feel that sensation of the CBD lube. But so I had someone, and I was like, here's the lube, here's the toy, and and now they're doing a regular, and what it also does is it's lubricating their their vagina again, because it was so dry, because they wasn't doing nothing. And it's just like, right. So what it was doing was bringing the natural lubrication. It's like you have, pleasure, all this stuff is for your health too. But there are some drawbacks to it. Like, you don't want to get in a pattern. Like if you do the same thing over and over again, it can actually have a adverse effect. Like then you got numb to it. Yeah. So. You can't get any other sensation except that way. Sometimes if you watch porn, maybe try it without porn sometimes too. Try it, you got to try different ways. One cool thing about toys too is they have different speeds and different sensations that you can mix it up a little bit, so you don't get so susceptible that you at the point where nothing works for me except this.
They do semen retention.
Yes.
And getting to that point, and then
right.
And we have to do the same thing, because if you're not careful, you continue to do it. Then even when your partner does try to pleasure you, it's because of the same thing, and that's what people get into a routine, and that's right. Sex life dies.
So that's when you have to mix it up, and people just like you take care of your mental health and all these other things, you have to take care of your sexual health too, right? Your body, your wellness, all those different things.
Yeah, it's important. Masturbation is so important, and I don't care about what nobody say. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. I'm going to please myself.
Facts.
period. Next case, because nobody can convince me otherwise, right? Oh, is this not? No, nigga, no.
I mean, you know, it's just like anything. See, that's the thing. You know, people, they be like, oh, you like with porn addiction or addiction. With anything, if you do it in excess, it's something that can seem so harmless.
Right.
You can become addicted to.
Right.
So it's not, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, moderation, changing things up, making sure, you know, it's still part of your self-help. Don't let it be like, oh, this is the only thing that can get me this way or whatever. You know, you still have to find variety in your life. But to say that it's all 100% bad, I mean, you know, there's always, anything can be abused or anything can, you know. But for me, masturbation has been, for me, it has been wonderful in just for my own mental state, my own health, and also with my partner. Like, he actually, you know, he likes to watch me masturbate. You know, I like to watch him masturbate. And then we even did something one time where we like we did it and we narrated it. Like, you know, we made it, you know, it was a fun little thing.
I got you.
You know, to it. We also did that too, like giving oral. I was like, you tell me exactly how to do it. Like, tell me, like, I would not do anything until he told me. You know, move it up, move it down, go faster, go slower and stuff. And first, when I told him, he was like, this is some weird ass shit, right? But afterwards, he was like, that was kind of hot. You know, the whole narration thing. So it's like, you know, just have fun with it. Touch yourself, enjoy yourself, get you some good sleep.
Facts. Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Exercise, because those contractions exercise that pelvic floor muscle, because that causes a lot of issues and all, even in terms of, like, you know, when you laugh or you sneeze and a little pee come out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, really exercising that pelvic floor. Also, it's just, it's nothing wrong with just having some time to yourself. You know, some people do masturbation manifestation. I haven't really got into that as much. I don't know I don't know a lot of bit about that. So what do you know about masturbation manifestation?
So when I pray, when I manifest, or however you want to call it, sometimes I masturbate and I'm manifesting what I want, right? So I'm manifesting and I'm praying at the same time, right? I'm taking my time for the things that I want to create in my space, in my world. Like, I created when I was manifesting certain things that I wanted to happen for, like, the expo, for an example. I masturbated and manifested at the same time. Because I created that. Like, Sir didn't know that I was manifesting and masturbating at the same time for him to come out. That was literally like...
So in terms of that, like, so if I, like, manifestation, I truly believe in.
Right.
So, like, I'm manifesting and, you know, and I'm, you know, making it so, and I'm putting it out there in the universe. So what does the manifestation do? Like, is that an additional, like, is some additional euphoric feeling? Like, what is it that adds to the manifestation?
So I'm masturbating, and when I'm masturbating, I'm creating that space in my mind to take whatever I want to create, right? And I take it out, like, okay, for an example, like, we wanted Sir and Siphon to come out here we wanted a lot of different people, but that I knew way before we even, like, were planning the expo, I knew I wanted to work with him on a project. I didn't know it was going to be for the expo. I just manifested that we were going to work together. So as I was manifesting, I decided, let me try masturbating. So as I was masturbating, I was manifesting at the same time.
So before the masturbating, what does the manifestation look like? You just
So I'm literally just I'm in my prayer closet. I'm in my time, and usually that's on my bed, or you know what I'm saying, where I'm comfortable, you know, masturbating. And then I started to create in my mind. I'm like, okay, let me just find my quiet time and start creating, and literally as I'm manifesting, I'm masturbating at the same time to create in my mind what I want.
So is it the like, because masturbating releases like those dopamine, those endorphins, and all of those different things? Does it give you more of a euphoric feeling, more, or make you feel more like more positive about it? Like, is that what it is? That does, okay.
It brings the energy.
It's like bringing that energy to it. Okay.
It brings the energy, and you release it, and you put it in the
put it out in the universe.
Put it out in the universe. And again, this was like when I started following Sir. I started following Sir like 4 years ago, and I was like, I'm gonna work with that man. So I was, and again, I was like, okay, I have to manifest and create this energy in order to build what I want to build, right? So I started, because it was like, 4 or 5 years ago, I started doing the manifesting and masturbating at the same time. So that's when I started creating that in my everyday, all day. So I started that, and then literally then we got together and we started working together, and we started doing things, and then it just, one thing led to another, and then boom.
I think that for me, that's what I was just trying to understand, is like in adding the masturbation to
it's just like praying.
But I'm just wondering, like, did add it, like, you know, when you like meditating and all those different things, it's an art to it. It takes some time to get that, and then just wondering, like, adding that the masturbation to it, if that, because it, you know, it's a brain thing and it releases those endorphins and different things in your brain, that does that take it to another level in terms of your manifestation.
It's good I have a manifestation board, so
and have sex and look at your manifestation board. Ooh, I love that. Maybe we got our king and queen picture. I'm like, we gonna put our manifestation things right there.
Absolutely.
And just create,
especially
and just be
for the things that you guys are wanting to do together.
Right. So if you wanting to do things with Santi, right, and wanting to create that, do it together and see if that doesn't change. Right?
Okay.
Start building that up with your partner. Because you'll find yourself really building that for yourself, as well as your partner. Okay. It's such a dope thing.
That's why we're talking about masturbation, and it's like, let's talk about like, what is it, you know, what are some benefits to masturbation? We talked about like, what are some of the, you know, what are some pitfalls that can happen, because we know in anything there's always like certain pitfalls to it.
There's gonna be
of course, but that doesn't necessarily make it. That's why I say that when you look into the science of things, sometimes people talk about, you know, things are unhealthy and stuff because of the fear that it's going to take you away from your faith or something like that. So they they find ways to make things evil and
of course, and when
bad.
people don't understand things, then they also try to demonize it too.
Yeah, absolutely. It was, and that's so funny. I was at this event, and we did breakout rooms, and this one person, she was giving us like it was like a 20-minute thing, and she talked about yoga and the benefits of it and all these different things. And, you know, a lot of people, when they think of yoga, they just think they're going and doing the exercises, but there really is a lot of meditation and spirituality to yoga. And one of the ladies raised her hand and she said, the church always told me yoga was evil. She said, it always told me, she said, but all the things you're saying is everything that they say at church. But it's because they don't
prayer versus manifestation, like come on
all these different things. And so what happens is that, like you said, it's demonized. I think one, out of fear of, you know, you're gonna go here instead of being here, or it can't be hand in hand, You're replacing it. You're replacing me, and
It's the
your faith.
world
Yeah,
versus God.
yeah,
It's
that whole
just-
type of thing. But it was just really deep. She said it all in a nutshell. Like, you guys aren't saying anything different that my church teaches.
I think people, especially like churchy people, anything that's worldly is just sinful. It's just crazy to me because I'm like, we literally talking about the same thing. It's just using different words.
Yeah.
That's it. That's literally it. But we gonna talk about the spicy bag.
Yeah.
my favorite part. My favorite part. So as we were talking about some of the CBD stuff, we have some CBD products. You know what I'm saying? Because Bedroom Candy has amazing CBD products, and one of which is our serum, which is for topical, right? So this has 60 milligrams of CBD in every per squirt. So I'm gonna let you have some of that.
Did you see? Oh yeah, I
You
want
can
to.
rub it in.
Did you see what Aretha said? The benefit, one of the
Yeah,
benefits
so
for.
Yeah, so you so if because you have dreads, sis. So when you get your dreads tightened, you have that like kind of put some of this in your dreads,
In
and
your
see
scalp.
in your scalp,
And it
see
soothes
that
it,
and
yeah.
it soothes it. Because of, again, the CBD, the lavender, all of that good stuff. Can you smell the lavender in it?
Yes, absolutely.
And we know lavender is automatically a very relaxing, soothing.
As a massage therapist, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
So you can use this for your clients. We have it in a lotion. We have it in a bath salt. The bath salt has 500 milligrams of CBD.
Boy.
Yeah,
So I'm
so
gonna be gone.
yeah, knocked out, and we have it in our serum, and we also have it in our lube, which is my favorite. So this lubricant is when this first came out, I was like, what? How did you mix water with this oil? Because if people don't understand what CBD is an oil, and so this is a water-based lubricant, y'all. So this has 100 milligrams per pump of CBD in there. So I'm gonna let you try a little bit.
I don't think it's 100 per pump.
It is 100 milligrams per pump, and it's not. Per squirty squirt. Can you feel it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not like super thick or
No.
like.
And it's tasteless too. It doesn't have like
A flavor to it or anything like that.
yeah.
But can you feel the CBD in there?
Yeah, it's definitely, you can feel like so I have carpal tunnel real bad. So definitely I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go in.
Yeah, see, and it's not like springy like all the other lubes out there. It's not stringy or anything like that.
Yep. I'm here for it for sure.
There you go. Rub that in good. Yeah, so
Yeah, so it contains 100 milligrams of CBD per bottle or 1 milligram per pump.
yes.
Yeah. I'm like, well, don't hit that. People thinking they get 100 milligrams in a pump. That'd be like,
So,
woo.
yeah, this is 100 milligrams.
Yeah.
So you gonna feel it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just gave her one squirt, and she's already feeling the.
And a little bit
effects.
goes a long way.
Yeah.
The difference between, all CBD is not
Made equal.
made equal. So, even on the
Don't get your gas
website.
station CBD.
Yeah.
Right.
On the website too, you can see all the testing and everything, the standards for the CBD, and we actually can say that it's THC free. Of course, CBD and
And
they
it's
all come
right
from the
here.
same plant.
And you can test on the box. You can just scan the code, and it'll tell you
about the testing standards and everything.
Testing standards on the box. So, and all of our CBD, including not only our lubricant, our serum, our you love this one, the arousal bomb. That's your favorite.
That is my favorite. The arousal bomb, the CBD one.
Yes.
It gets the party started, man. You put it on the clitoris, and it's like you just start feeling, you know, that euphoric feeling and stuff. It just adds to the pleasure experience. Seriously. While Miss Kiki is pulling that out, I also want to say, as bedroom candy consultants, you know, if you are looking for a different opportunity or a way to make some extra money, and you like to talk about sexual health and wellness, you like to talk about bath and body products, makeup, all those different things. What I love about Bedroom Candy is we have multiple streams of income with one company. So
we actually have 9 streams in just this one company.
Yeah. So people think that we're just about sex toys, but we're more than that. We also have bath and body products. We have toys. We have men grooming products. We have educational books and things like that. So there's so many different ways that you can build an income and create your own niche. So if you guys are, or if anyone's ever looking, especially in the Phoenix area, it's like nobody here really. Right. So if you're looking to, if you like to educate people, you like money, you want to work for yourself, you can, you know, it's about being in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Consider, the bedroom candy, and also consider being a part of it with the Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses and be a part of our team. And you know, we will help you grow your business. So just that shameless plug, you can go to omgoddesses.com, click on shop bedroom candy, and there's an option to join us. If you want additional information, like you actually want to talk to us first, then you know, reach out to us, fill out that VIP form, and just put in there in the notes that, you know, you're interested in the opportunity, and we'll definitely reach out to you.
Yes. So again, because this is Masturbation Month, right, I picked out these 2 toys because they are absolutely fabulous. This is from our Royal Treatment collection. This is called the Queen. Mm-hmm. And this one is called the King, because again, royalty, right? We love that. So I'm gonna turn this one on, the Queen. Ooh.
That's just on one, ain't it?
Yeah, this is. Ooh. And she's a generous queen. She's generous.
So again, you know how we talk about mixing it up, like right. Even when you're playing or doing something, not always staying on the same speed. You can mix it up, and that'll also keep you from, you know, getting, you know, when people say, oh, when you do that, you get bored.
She's very ergonomical for your hand. She's water,
especially as small as my hands are.
Yeah, she's waterproof.
And feel how soft.
Yes.
The material is, and so that is basically it's a body safe material, but it's engineered with it's called Comfort Tech, which is a type of material that is patented. Yes. So it's very soft compared to like a lot of other toys that sometimes can be very hard. Like just imagine that on your naked body, on your naked skin, it's going to feel very, very comfortable. Of course, we always pair our toys with lube. So, you know, Kiki talked about lube first. We always say what? TLC, yes. Which is
toy, lube, and cleaner.
Yes. Cleaning your toys are very, very important.
Facts.
And storing them in a dry, storing them dry and in a safe, dry place. Yes. You know what I love about this one? You see the way that it is, the way that it's cupped in your hands. I have a friend, what she does is literally she'll sit on the edge of the bed because you can literally, like, this fits very comfortably in your vulva area. And this one is different. You know, typically it'll focus on the clitoral, you know, the clitoral glands, right? this area basically, because it's a split, because we know that the clitoris has legs, you can literally get around the clitoris area and give it a little bit more of a sensation. So now you're getting that full, the 9 to 11,000 nerve endings in our clitoris. You're getting like a full sensation. But she was laid on the bed and sit in a position and rock back and forth with it.
So, and this particular toy is priced at $79. So again, this is a steal, you guys.
With a 1-year warranty. All of our toys are USB charged because we don't have time for batteries.
No,
so they're USB charged. And they, it takes 2 hours to charge them, right? And they last you a pretty long time, probably like 1 to 2 hours of some of them.
Yeah.
And when nobody is using them for 1 to 2 hours straight. Right. So you can use them for multiple times before you have to charge them again. And absolutely amazing. And one of the things too is that we have to always think about toys not just for female masturbation. They're good for couples as well, and that's pretty enough and nice enough and less intimidating enough that your partner, your male partner or your penis owner partner will not feel intimidated, instead of like sometimes bringing in like toys that look like a penis. Sometimes they, so it's a great way to introduce them, and you can rub them on their balls and they taint area and give them the same sensation while you're even giving them oral. So it's about, to me, I think I'm on a mission to make men feel less intimidated with toys.
Right.
For sure.
Feeling like we're replacing them. And so, yes, when you're single, I think masturbation and toys are great because they keep you from calling that knucklehead motherfucker that you really don't need to be calling. You can be like, I can pleasure myself. I'm not calling that motherfucker, right? But until the right one comes along, you can still bring those toys into the bedroom and just take your relationship to another level. So I'm sorry I had to say that.
Sex toys are your friend.
Yes.
Okay, they're not your enemy.
Right.
So we're going to talk about this king, y'all. Yes, praise God. And this is just the ears, you guys.
Right. So this would be like in the category of like the rabbit toys.
Yes.
And
this is just the ears, because with this one you can either have it just for the ears or you can have it for the base. Ooh, come on, praise God. Jesus. And again, different motors.
Yeah, and it's a body quake motor, so which is patented as well. So it's designed to like give a different experience. The rabbit toys are the ones, right? And you see the ridges on it, so it's also curved to hit that G spot area, so it's giving a different sensation.
Got the differential on the button.
Yes, you have two buttons. So one controls the rabbit ears, which is focusing on that clitoral stimulation, still like the queen with the split. So it's also getting like but to feel how soft it is though.
Yeah. It definitely is soft.
I remember when rabbit toys came out, like when I first learned them, they were like really hard plastic and stuff like that. This is a body safe material. You guys have to be careful about what you put in your body and on your body too. So you always want to make sure that your toys are made with. I
remember the first time I got my first rabbit. I was 20? Yeah, I was 20 years old, and it was at this cheap little sex shop, and it was this hard plastic, and it had these curls on the end of it. It was gross. It was so hard to clean. It was just not good. But this, look the beauty of it. The beauty.
Let me see the bag.
The color is
show the
not,
bag.
Oh, come on, bag.
Either.
So it comes
with this bag.
Right. So a lot of our toys come with a satin bag. So it's easy.
All of our toys come with the satin
when
bag.
you put them in the they come beautifully packaged. So and they're good for discreetness. So you can put them and Like if you're going on a trip,
night bag.
yep, and you'll spend a night bag,
And each
or you can go
toy
through.
has its own charger.
Yep, it has its own USB charger. And you know what's cool with what I love about it was the same thing that I loved about when I sold Tupperware. With Tupperware, like if you lost the lid, like if you go to Walmart, right, and you buy something and you lose a lid, you got to buy the whole set. You can't go in there and be like, can I just buy the lid? Like with Tupperware, you could just buy the pieces, right? Same thing with the bedroom candy toys. Like if you lose the charger, you don't have to buy a whole new toy. You could just come to your bedroom candy consultant, which is us, and just say, hey, I lost my charger. I need another charger. And you can just purchase the charger.
And the chargers come labeled.
Yes,
guys.
they tell you what it is for. Because for
Look
me,
at her face.
right?
She's like,
No, especially for us because we have multiple toys, so the label helps us to know which is which instead of sticking in to seeing, does this one work? Does this one work? Does this one work?
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
So how do you like that one?
I really like this one. I'm definitely gonna have to
cop that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's waterproof too.
Queen too.
Absolutely waterproof.
It's
and
waterproof.
The price is $99, y'all. $99. You can't beat that with a stick.
Absolutely not.
Can't beat that with a stick.
And it has a 1-year warranty, and as long as you have your bedroom candy consultants, if anything goes wrong with it, you can come back to them and get it replaced.
Yes.
And a lot of our toys come with instructions. Like they come with a book. They tell you how to care for it. They tell you how to use it. Some of them may even give you, like, if there's like, you know, like our sex swing and stuff like that, they'll even give you like positions and different things like that. So it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we love all the different toys, and these are just two. Like, we have so many on the website and so many that are not even on the website that we sell. The Blue Motion babies, those are not on our website, but you can get them directly from us. But yeah, we have so many toys on the website. There's something for everybody's fancy.
Yeah, speaking of that, we're probably going to end up doing a class on toys and technology.
Yes.
Like why technology, you know, toys and technology. I think that's amazing too. Because when she's talking about our blue,
my partner's ready to get with the app.
Yeah. Well, we did a poly convention.
Yes.
And we talked about, we really emphasized those apps, and we talk about masturbation here.
Yes.
If you've got a partner that's away or on a trip or in poly situations, you might have your partner might be in one of your partners might be in another state, right? So one of the questions at the poly event was that, you know, because basically, let me kind of give you a little background. I went to a class that was talking about how to manage jealousy, and she was saying that I always remember that when my partner leaves, he's always coming back, right? So that's what makes me feel comfortable. And so one lady said, well, what if he's not coming back? Like, my partner was here, but then they got another job in California, and now I don't get that comfort anymore that they're coming back because they're there. So the suggestion that I made was like, get you like some remote control panties or something that is app controlled, because like you guys can have a certain time at night or something where they push that button or do something and you just get a little tingle or something that reminds you that they're still there for you and that they still care for you. Just something just as simple as that, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, your partner still can be a part of your masturbation experience. You know, we've got technology with the phone, with the FaceTime, and then they can see all your motions and feel good, and that they are controlling that, and you know what I'm saying, and making that happen for you. That's still a bonding moment. So masturbation, all those things.
The sex industry is evolving amazing.
Yeah. So and also now even more considering AD, for people who have disabilities, really focusing on LGBTQ friendly, all of those different things, so that everybody can have great sex and a great sexual experience. So Joshlyn, thank you so much
Absolutely.
for
This was
joining us.
amazing.
So
Super
tell people
exciting.
how they can find you.
Oh my goodness. The biggest way to find me is probably on TikTok. That's where I'm at the most.
Okay.
Jajagipson. You'll see my ugly mug, and that's where you'll find me.
Well, we'll get your information. We'll make sure to put it in the show notes so that, people, can also follow you and find you. And thank you so much for just you didn't even know us, and you were just like, masturbation, I'm in.
Yes.
How'd you feel? Did you have fun?
Yes, it was absolutely amazing. I wasn't sure what to expect. Who was going to be here. I saw he tagged you in the post, and I was like, all right, cool. I looked through. I was like, okay, I'm here for it. Black Queens, yes. We're going.
Yes.
I was like, where's the info where I need to be? What time? I'm here for it.
Well, thank
I
you.
told my peeps, I'm going to do this podcast. They was like, you is.
Yes.
Period.
So, are you on IG and stuff too?
I am
So
on
yeah,
IG.
make sure to give us all that information because we're gonna tag you. And when we get it, we'll put clips out and all that stuff, and we're gonna tag you so that you'll be able to share it and everything. So, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And you just experienced Sex, Love, and the Black Experience podcast with your girls, the Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses. Again, I'm Miss Nisha B.
And Miss Kiki Love.
And we are out. Have an orgasmic day. Thank you for watching Sex, Love, and the Black Experience podcast. Please continue to tune in and keep watching. And follow us at omgoddesses.com. Join our VIP list. Or Facebook and IG at omgoddesses20 and Twitter at omgoddesses.